Y'all, look what I was cooking up in the kitchen. I was making some stuffed shells with meat sauce and spinach and mozzarella and Parmesan. And when I tell y'all, I covered it with cheese and bacon, and it was so good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So in my cast iron wok, I am putting in about, I think it was 2.5 pounds of ground beef. It's regular ground beef. I do not like to use that like lean stuff because it's very dry. So I try to get one that has a nice 80-20 kind of fat content. I actually prefer, I think it's like 73-27 or something like that. I prefer the higher fat content because more flavor in the fat. All right, and then I'm going to boil my noodles in my little Dutchy pot over there. I'm using jumbo shells from Bahia. And we're just going to go ahead and just cook that meat up. And I'm going to add in a packet of Lipton onion soup in there. I like to fortify the flavor when I make this dish. And I'm going to use a package of McCormick meatloaf seasoning. You will be surprised how much flavor is in a package of meatloaf seasoning. So that's what that looks like. And we're just going to go ahead and mix it up. I'm going to put a whole tube of tomato paste in there. I think that's like 9 ounces or something like that. But it doesn't really matter. The more tomato paste you put in this, absolute better. And I like a lot of it because it really fortifies the flavor of tomato into this dish. I'm going to use this regular marinara from my pantry, which is just some Prego. I had some Prego left over, and I did add some water to it. It's one of the larger Pregos. You can add as much sauce as you want, as little as you like. It just depends on how juicy you want yours and how solid or held together you want your pasta. So I wanted mine kind of solid, but not too solid, but not runny as well. So we're just gonna mix all that in together, and then we're gonna start working on our ricotta filling. So that's ricotta, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 eggs. I am going to put in an 8-ounce package of this creamy melts from Kraft Philadelphia. I find it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it, so I have to add a lot of flavor to my ricotta and to that cheese. That melt cheese, it may melt well, but it don't have a lot of flavor to it. So I put in some thyme, and I put in some what is it called, garlic powder, and I put in a pinch of salt. And be careful with the salt because the Parmesan cheese also is salty. So I have 2 bags of just regular Publix spinach. The first bag I sauteed until all the water was kind of pretty much out of it. I added a pinch of salt, and then I added that to my mixture of eggs, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, and ricotta. The second one I sauteed, and I put that on the top before I added my cheese on top of my stuffed shells. This is really like a deconstructed lasagna, really is what it is. I was trying to be creative and talking to my friend. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a deconstructed, kind of lasagna, but I'm going to do stuffed shells instead. Because then when people come over, everybody get 2 shells, not 3, 2 shells. So anyway, the spinach is nice and hot, and most of the liquid has cooked out of it. And I do want just a little bit of liquid, so we're going to go ahead and put that in there, and we're going to mix that up. I poured the marinara sauce that I had left over at the bottom, and that's everything that I need. There's my meat sauce. There's my mixture of ricotta, my stuffed shells. And basically with this, what you do is you're going to put the meat at the bottom, and then you're going to put the ricotta spinach mixture at the top. So let me show y'all this again, because I only had one hand, and I was using my phone, not my camera. So you just meat at the bottom, then you're going to stuff the rest of it with the ricotta mixture and spinach and cheese and all that. Then after that, I had some meat sauce leftovers. I just dolloped some meat sauce all around it because, like I said, this is kind of a deconstructed lasagna basically, and that's how good. Y'all don't that good googly moogly. Then I went ahead and I put that other little piece of spinach on there, and just that other bag of spinach on top that is wilted, and this was so delicious. We ended up having family over, and they had that, and we did do some other stuff too, like some other pork chops. Anyway, it was really good. So I take some cheese. I take two packages that melts. One is the Mexican blend, and I also use the mozzarella one, put it on top, and that's how that came out. It was absolutely delicious. I made some garlic bread. It was so good. So thank y'all for joining me today, and I hope y'all enjoy. Let me know if you cook it. Bye bye.